All right, let's dive deep into creativity today.
Ooh, I like it.
Yeah, we're always talking about creativity on the show, but today we're really going to break it down.
Right, get into the nitty-gritty.
Yeah, and we're using this YouTube video called Unlock Your Genius.
By Inner Balance Red Print.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's really all about like self-growth through creative mastery.
Yes. And one of the most striking things this video points out is this whole myth
Yeah.
that creativity is something you're born with.
Oh, I've totally fallen into that trap before.
Like you either have it or you don't.
Yeah, I'm just not a creative person.
Right. And this video completely dismantles that idea.
It does, yeah.
It says,
It's a skill. You can
Yeah.
develop it, you can cultivate it
that's so important for people to hear.
through practice, through persistence, just like anything else.
Yeah, like learning an instrument or new language.
Exactly.
It's not just something you're magically born with.
Right. It's that mindset shift from like, I can't to I can learn. Totally. Totally.
And it's not just, positive thinking. It actually goes into like the neuroscience behind it.
Oh, cool.
Like how neural pathways in your brain
Yeah.
can be strengthened through consistent creative practice.
Like building creative muscle memory.
It is, exactly.
The more you use it, the stronger it gets.
The more you engage those creative pathways, the stronger and more accessible they become.
Right. Yeah.
So if it's a skill,
Yeah.
where do we even begin?
Yeah. How do we start?
Well, the video really emphasizes curiosity.
Okay.
That's the spark
Yeah.
that ignites the whole process.
A kid.
Like, think of a child, right?
Yeah. Exploring for the first time.
Everything is new, everything is exciting,
Yeah.
and every question leads to a new discovery.
It's like we have to tap back into that childlike wonder.
Yes.
Not being afraid to ask questions and explore without judgment.
Without judgment, without limitations.
Yeah.
And that's what leads to those new ideas, new connections, new innovations.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense.
Right.
But what about when we hit a roadblock?
Right.
When we feel stuck, the creative well runs dry.
The video doesn't shy away from that at all.
It doesn't.
Not at all.
Okay.
It actually embraces failure as part of the process.
Okay.
It says instead of viewing setbacks as defeats,
Yeah.
we should see them as valuable learning opportunities.
Okay, so it's not like, oh, I failed, give up. It's, okay, what can I learn from this?
Exactly.
I'll dissect what went wrong.
Analyze those missteps.
Figure out how to do it better next time.
Yes, identify the root causes and then use those insights
Okay.
to inform future endeavors.
So it's like you test it out.
Think of it like an experiment.
Okay.
You have a hypothesis, you gather data,
Yeah.
you analyze the results, and then you refine your approach
You tweak it, you go back to the drawing board.
based on your findings.
Right.
So it's this continuous cycle.
Experimentation, evaluation, adaptation.
And that's how we learn and grow, not just creatively, but in all areas of life.
Got it.
And this actually leads into another really important concept the video explores, stepping outside of your comfort zone.
Ooh, okay.
'Cause let's be honest,
Yeah,
true creativity requires us to, venture into uncharted territory,
right.
to challenge those assumptions, to embrace the unknown.
Yeah, I mean, comfort zones are comfy,
Right. Exactly.
but they can also hold us back.
But if we want to spark those breakthroughs,
Yeah.
we need to disrupt that complacency.
How do we even know what our comfort zones are, though?
Oh, wait.
Sometimes I feel like they're so insidious.
They can be lurking in the shadows of our daily routines.
Right?
But one way to identify them is to pay attention to those moments
Okay.
when you feel a sense of resistance,
Oh, okay.
a hesitation to try something new.
Like fear.
That's usually a sign that
Yeah.
you're bumping up against the edges of your comfort zone.
Interesting. So tune into those feelings.
Yes, tune into those internal cues, those subtle whispers of fear,
Okay.
uncertainty, and recognize them as signals for growth.
So reframe those feelings of, oh, I'm scared, as like, this is an opportunity.
Yes, opportunities for expansion.
To grow.
Exactly.
Okay, so we've identified our comfort zones. Then what?
Well, then the next step is to
How do we step outside of them?
step outside.
It sounds kind of scary.
It doesn't have to be this giant leap.
Okay.
You can start with small steps.
Okay.
Identify one area where you feel a bit apprehensive.
Okay, so baby steps.
Baby steps.
Okay.
Something that's just slightly outside your comfort zone.
Yeah.
And make a conscious effort to engage with it.
Okay, like if I'm terrified of public speaking,
Right.
I'm not going to sign up for a TED Talk tomorrow.
Exactly.
I'm going to start maybe with a small group or something.
Or even just practicing in front of the mirror.
Yeah.
Just find those manageable challenges that stretch you.
Yeah.
Just enough.
But don't completely overwhelm you.
Right.
Right? And as we overcome those smaller hurdles,
Yes.
our confidence will grow.
Right.
And then we're willing to try bigger things.
It's exactly. Great. And that confidence is so important because it's not just about having those brilliant ideas.
Right.
It's about believing in yourself,
Yeah.
trusting your instincts, and having the courage to put your work out there.
To share it with the world.
To share it with the world, exactly.
Yeah, and that confidence comes from experiencing those wins along the way.
Absolute.
Each time we push past a fear, overcome a challenge,
Yes.
it's like, hey, I did it.
You're reinforcing that belief in yourself.
Yeah, I can do this.
That sense of, I can do this.
Right.
So we've talked about curiosity,
Yeah.
stepping outside of our comfort zone.
Are there any other strategies
Oh, yes.
the video mentions?
The video delves into this really fascinating dynamic between creative thinking and critical thinking.
Oh, interesting.
They're like these two modes of thought.
Yeah.
They work in tandem to generate and refine ideas.
They seem like opposites, though.
Right, they seem like opposites on the surface.
Like creative thinking is, ooh, ideas everywhere, let's brainstorm.
Yes, free-flowing, outside the box.
And critical thinking is like, okay, let's analyze this, evaluate.
Dissect.
Yeah.
So how do they work together?
Yeah.
Think of it as a two-step process.
Okay.
First, you have that expansive burst of creative energy, generating all those ideas.
Okay.
And then critical thinking steps in to,
like filter.
as a filter
Okay.
to help you discern which ideas have merit,
Right.
which ones are feasible,
Okay.
which ones need further refinement.
So it's like you have a brainstorming session.
Yeah.
You let all the ideas out,
Let it flow.
no matter how crazy. And then you put on your critical thinking hat
Exactly.
and say, okay, which of these is actually good?
Which ones are the gems? How can we polish them?
Right.
It's a beautiful interplay between those two seemingly contrasting modes of thought.
It's a dance.
It is a dance.
Okay, so how do we strengthen those skills?
Well, for starters, the video recommends incorporating some simple daily exercises.
Okay, love it.
Like journaling.
Oh, yeah.
Doodling.
Doodling. I'm a big doodler.
Yes.
Especially when I'm stressed.
It encourages your mind to wander.
Well, it does.
Make those unexpected connections.
It does.
Which can lead to those new insights and breakthroughs.
Totally.
So it's like these seemingly mundane activities can have a profound impact.
Yeah.
Journaling is more about introspection.
Oh, okay.
Delving into your thoughts, emotions.
So like a dialogue with yourself.
Yes.
Yeah.
Processing experiences, making sense of the world.
Okay.
Uncovering those hidden gems of insight.
Like therapy, but on paper.
In a way, yes.
Okay, cool.
And the act of writing itself,
yeah,
putting those thoughts into words, can lead to those unexpected connections and breakthroughs.
Okay. Journaling and doodling. Check.
Check.
I'm going to do those more.
Now, what about mindfulness and meditation?
Ooh, yeah, those are really popular right now.
They are.
But how do they actually connect to creative thinking?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
You know, in our fast-paced world,
Yeah.
our minds are constantly bombarded
Oh, yeah.
with information and stimuli.
It's too much.
It can lead to that mental clutter,
It's overwhelming.
making it difficult for those creative sparks to ignite.
It's like trying to find a needle in a haystack
Yes.
of thoughts and to-dos.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So mindfulness and meditation offer a way to quiet that mental noise,
Okay.
to create a space for stillness and clarity.
To breathe.
Right, to breathe.
Okay, so it's like clearing the clutter.
Clearing the clutter.
To make space for those creative seeds to grow.
To make space for those creative seeds to take root.
I like that. Okay.
Right.
So what's the difference between mindfulness and meditation?
So mindfulness is about being fully present in the moment,
Okay.
paying attention to our thoughts, feelings, and sensations without judgment.
Without judgment. Okay.
And this heightened awareness can help us observe patterns, make connections, and tap into that deeper well of creativity.
It's like, oh, I didn't even realize I was thinking that.
Exactly.
Okay.
And then meditation takes mindfulness a step further
Okay.
by training the mind to focus and redirect attention.
It's like a mental workout.
Yes.
Okay.
There are various techniques,
Yeah.
but the core principle is to cultivate a state of deep relaxation
Okay.
and mental clarity.
So calming the mind, reducing stress,
Yes,
creates a better environment for creative thinking.
exactly.
Right.
The video actually has a quick little mindfulness exercise we can try right now.
Let's do it.
Okay, so find a comfortable position.
Okay. Comfortable.
It could be sitting, lying down, even standing.
All right. I'm sitting.
Okay, great.
Oh.
Now close your eyes if you feel comfortable.
Okay. Eyes closed.
If not, just soften your gaze and focus on a point in front of you.
Okay.
Now bring your attention to your breath.
Okay.
Notice the rise and fall of your chest as you inhale and exhale.
Okay.
Don't try to control it. Just observe it.
This is harder than I thought.
Yeah, we don't usually pay attention to our breath.
Not usually, no.
That's the beauty of mindfulness.
Okay.
It brings awareness to those everyday experiences.
Right.
As you continue to focus on your breath,
Yeah.
you might notice your mind wandering.
Already happening.
That's okay. That's perfectly normal.
Okay.
Don't judge those thoughts.
Okay.
Just acknowledge them
Okay.
and gently guide your attention back to your breath.
It's like my mind's a squirrel
It is.
jumping all over the place.
But you're gently guiding it back.
Okay. Find it.
Focus on
And
there.
as you continue to practice, you'll find it becomes easier
Yeah.
to redirect your attention.
Right.
Maintain that focused awareness.
Okay.
We can do this for just another minute or two.
Okay.
Just noticing those sensations of the breath, the rise and fall of the chest.
This is nice.
Yeah.
It is calming.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm feeling very relaxed.
And as we ease out of this. Yeah.
Just gently open your eyes.
Okay.
And take a moment to notice how you feel.
Wow.
Yeah.
I feel much more relaxed and centered.
That's fantastic.
And my mind feels very clear.
Like a fresh canvas.
Yeah. Ready for those creative sparks?
That's how mindfulness and meditation can really unlock that potential.
This is great. I'm going to start doing this every day.
So simple, right?
Yeah, I mean, even just a few minutes.
Even a few minutes can make a difference.
It's amazing.
You just got to make that time.
I've noticed that my environment really impacts my creative flow, too.
Oh, that's such a great point.
Yeah, I mean, being out in nature
You're spot on.
really helps.
Your physical environment can have a significant impact.
I feel like my brain just breathes.
The video highlights that. Exposure to nature
Yeah.
can reduce stress,
Yeah.
enhance focus, stimulate creative thinking.
It's like we're wired for it.
Our brains are wired to respond
Yeah.
to those natural stimuli.
Right. And it's not just about the pretty scenery.
No, it's deeper.
It's like a connection.
A connection to the natural world
Yeah.
and other environments can have a similar effect too.
Like, I love working in a coffee shop.
Absolutely.
I feel like it gets me going.
The video talks about how certain environments can foster that sense of inspiration,
Yeah.
motivation.
Yeah, it's like the energy of the space.
Yes, it could be a well-designed workspace,
Yeah.
a vibrant art studio,
Yeah.
even a bustling city street.
Okay, so it's finding those spaces that resonate
Yes,
and spark the imagination.
that make us feel alive.
Okay, yeah.
And it's not just the visual aspects.
Right.
It's the overall ambiance.
Yeah.
The sounds, the smells, the energy.
Yeah, it's a vibe.
It's a vibe, exactly.
Just think about those places where you feel most creative.
Right.
Figure out what it is about them.
What inspires you?
Yeah.
Is it the natural light,
Mm-hmm.
comfortable seating,
Yeah.
the presence of art?
Maybe music's playing.
Music.
Ah.
Once you've identified those key elements, you can start to create similar environments
In my own space?
in your own home, your workspace.
Okay, I like that.
And don't forget the power of music.
Oh, music.
The video talks about how music can have a profound impact
Yeah.
on our mood, energy levels, our creative output.
It's true. I have certain playlists for certain tasks.
That's a great strategy.
It helps get me in the zone.
The key is to experiment and find what works for you.
Right.
Some people like classical nature sounds
Yeah.
to focus and concentrate.
Right.
Others prefer more upbeat music
Yeah.
to get that creative energy flowing.
It's all about finding your soundtrack.
Exactly.
Now, what about when we hit those creative blocks?
Yes.
When no matter what we do,
Right.
we just can't get those creative juices
It's
flowing.
going to happen. It's normal.
Right.
And the video offers some helpful strategies
Okay, like what?
for getting unstuck.
Yeah.
One of the most effective
Yeah.
is simply taking a break.
I'm a big fan of the break. Sometimes you just need to step away.
Step away from the project. Do something completely unrelated.
Yeah.
Let your mind wander.
It's like hitting reset.
Exactly.
I find that if I'm stuck on a writing project,
Oh.
I'll do the dishes,
Yeah.
and then suddenly the answer comes to me.
It's like giving your subconscious permission to play
Yeah.
without the pressure.
Without thinking about it too hard.
And then when you return to the project,
Yeah.
you often find you have a fresh perspective,
Yeah, and new energy.
renewed energy.
It works.
And if taking a break doesn't do the trick,
Okay.
the video suggests seeking out new experiences.
Okay, like what?
It could be anything.
Okay.
Trying a new recipe,
Okay.
visiting a museum,
Mm-hmm.
having a conversation with someone you wouldn't normally talk to.
Okay.
The idea is to expose yourself
To new things.
to new stimuli, new perspectives.
Like shake things up.
Shake things up.
Okay.
Broaden your horizons.
That makes sense.
It's like giving your brain a jolt
Yeah.
of creative energy.
Okay.
And the more experiences we have,
Yeah.
the more diverse our mental library becomes,
Right.
leading to more interesting and original ideas.
So true.
The video also emphasizes setting realistic goals.
Oh, yeah.
It's easy to get caught up in the excitement
Totally.
and set these unrealistic
I
expectations,
do that all the time.
which can lead to frustration.
Yeah, and disappointment.
So the key is
Yeah.
to break down those larger goals
Okay.
into smaller, more manageable steps.
Bite-sized pieces.
Yes. Celebrate each milestone you achieve along the way.
Okay.
Use those small wins to build momentum and confidence.
So it's about the process.
Yes, about the process.
Not on the end product.
Enjoy the journey
Yeah.
rather than fixating on the destination.
I like that.
And it's okay to make mistakes
Yeah.
along the way.
We're human.
In fact, mistakes are often the best teachers.
Yeah.
They help us learn, grow,
Yeah.
refine our creative process.
It's not about perfection.
Not at all. It's about embracing that messy, iterative nature
Okay.
and seeing those mistakes as opportunities
For growth.
for growth and discovery.
Yeah.
Now, before we move on
Yeah.
to part 2,
Yeah.
I want to touch on one more key concept,
Okay. Hit me.
the importance of collaboration,
Oh, yeah. Brainstorming.
sharing ideas with others.
Yeah. Bouncing ideas off each other.
Bouncing ideas, getting feedback.
I love that.
It can be incredibly valuable.
It sparks so many new ideas.
Absolutely.
When you talk it out with somebody.
It's not just about generating new ideas.
Right.
It's also about refining existing ones.
Okay.
When we share our work,
Yeah.
we get feedback.
Yeah.
We see things from different angles.
Yeah.
And we're challenged to think more critically
About our own work.
about our own creations.
It's like having a built-in support system
Exactly.
and a brainstorming partner.
All rolled into one.
I love it.
So the video encourages us to seek out those collaborative opportunities,
Okay.
whether it's joining a writer's group,
Okay.
attending an art critique,
Yeah.
or just bouncing ideas off a trusted friend or colleague.
Yeah. Find your people.
Find your people.
Right. I'm convinced collaboration is key.
So important.
I'm eager to hear more about how we can apply all this stuff
Yes.
to real-world problems and enhance our daily lives.
Absolutely.
But I think we should save that for part 2.
Yes, let's say that.
Yeah.
We'll dive into those practical applications
Okay. Sounds good.
and explore how we can integrate creativity.
Into every aspect of our lives.
Exactly.
I'm excited.
Me too. So last time we were talking about all these cool creative principles from that Unlock Your Genius video.
Yeah. Lots of great stuff in there.
And I think it's time to figure out
Yeah.
how to actually put them into practice in our daily lives.
Right. Because it's one thing to talk about curiosity and stepping outside your comfort zone.
Exactly.
But how do we actually apply that to, everyday stuff?
Like doing the dishes.
Yeah, or folding laundry.
Or paying bills, all those mundane tasks.
Yeah. How do we make those things more creative?
Well, the video suggests approaching even those everyday challenges with a sense of curiosity and playfulness.
Okay, so it's a mindset shift.
It is.
Instead of, oh, I hate doing this, it's, how can I make this more interesting?
Exactly.
Okay, I like that.
So instead of just dreading those chores,
Yeah.
look for opportunities to inject a little bit of creativity into them.
Okay, give me an example.
What if you turn cleaning into a dance party?
Okay,
Or tackled your to-do list with colorful markers and doodles?
I could see that.
It's not about making everything perfect. It's about shifting your perspective and finding those little ways to make even the most mundane tasks a bit more enjoyable.
So it's finding the fun in the everyday.
Exactly.
Okay, I can get behind that.
But then there are those bigger challenges, right?
Right, the ones that maybe a dance party won't solve.
Exactly. The ones that require more than just a positive attitude.
Right.
That's where creative problem solving comes in.
Okay, tell me more.
The video talks about approaching problems from new angles, challenging those assumptions, thinking outside the box.
So it's not just about finding the right answer.
Right.
It's about reframing the question.
Yes, and exploring all possible options.
Okay.
Remember that classic 9-dot puzzle
Oh, yeah, where you have to connect all the dots.
with 4 straight lines?
Right. And you can't lift your pen?
It seems impossible at first.
Yeah, you feel stuck.
But the solution lies in extending those lines beyond the perceived boundaries of the dots.
Oh, right. You have to go outside the box.
Literally.
Uh-huh. I get it.
That's creative problem solving.
It's like we put these limits on ourselves,
We do.
and then we wonder why we can't find the solution.
Exactly.
But sometimes the solution is right there.
It's just outside those self-imposed boundaries.
You just have to be willing to look beyond them.
Exactly.
Okay, I like this.
And sometimes the most creative solutions come from the most unexpected places.
Like what?
Like, did you know that the inventor of Velcro got his inspiration from burrs sticking to his dog's fur
Seriously?
during a walk in the woods?
Wow.
Nature was offering a solution.
That's so cool.
And he was observant enough to see it.
And apply it to something completely different.
Exactly.
Okay, so we're approaching problems creatively. We're thinking outside the box. But what about those times when we just feel completely stuck?
Right. When the well runs dry.
Yeah, no matter what we do, we just can't seem to come up with any new ideas.
Well, remember those tips for overcoming creative blocks we talked about
Oh,
before?
yeah, like taking breaks and stuff.
Taking breaks, seeking new experiences, switching up your routine,
Right.
and engaging in activities like journaling and doodling.
Okay.
All of those things can help shake things loose.
It's like we have to give our minds a chance to breathe,
Exactly.
to wander, to make those unexpected connections.
And sometimes it can also be helpful
Yeah.
to revisit past projects or creative endeavors.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Looking back on what you've already accomplished can often spark new ideas.
And remind you of your strengths.
Yes, remind you of what you're capable of.
So don't be afraid to go back to those old notebooks
Exactly.
or look at your old artwork.
And remember, creativity is not a solo sport.
Right.
Collaboration can be incredibly valuable.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Not only for generating new ideas,
Right.
but also for providing that support and encouragement.
When you're feeling stuck.
Exactly. It's like having a creative cheering squad,
I love that.
reminding you of your capabilities and inspiring you to keep pushing forward.
Now, I want to talk about technology
Okay.
because we live in a digital age.
We do.
There are so many tools and technologies
Endless possibilities.
that can enhance our creativity,
Exactly.
but it can also be overwhelming.
It can be.
There's
yeah.
just so much out there.
Right. So the video doesn't advocate for any specific tools,
Okay.
but it encourages exploration, experimentation.
Okay, so find what works for you.
Find what worked for you, for your process.
Yeah, because technology should be a tool,
Exactly.
not a crutch.
It should enhance our creativity,
Right.
not dictate it.
Okay, that makes sense.
So find that sweet spot where technology complements your process.
But doesn't overshadow your own unique voice and vision.
Exactly.
Now, let's talk about balancing creativity with practicality.
Yeah.
Because it's not just about having these big creative visions.
Right.
It's also about finding ways to bring creativity into our everyday routines.
Absolutely. Finding those little pockets of creativity throughout your day.
Okay, like what?
It could be the way you cook a meal,
Okay.
decorate your home,
Yeah.
organize your to-do list.
So it's those little things.
Those little things can make a big difference
Okay.
because it's about bringing that creative spark to even the most mundane activities.
Right.
And it not only makes those tasks more enjoyable,
Okay.
but it also helps cultivate a more creative mindset overall.
So it's like training your brain to see the world through a creative lens.
It is. And this balance between creativity and practicality
Yeah.
can be especially important in the workplace
Oh, interesting.
because while some professions are inherently more creative
Right.
than others,
Like an artist versus an accountant.
there's always room for innovation,
Okay.
out-of-the-box thinking.
So it's not just about artists and musicians.
No, it's about everyone
It's about finding those opportunities to be creative
in your own work.
no matter what you do.
Exactly. And employers are increasingly recognizing the value of creativity.
Oh, that's good to hear.
It drives innovation, solves complex problems,
Yeah.
and it leads to a more dynamic and engaging work environment.
So it's good for everyone.
Everyone.
And beyond those professional benefits,
Yeah.
there are also mental and emotional benefits to a creative lifestyle.
Absolutely. Engaging in creative activities has been shown to reduce stress,
Okay.
enhance mood, and promote overall well-being.
It's like self-care.
It is a form of self-expression that encourages mindfulness
Mm.
and helps us connect with ourselves.
So it's a win-win.
Exactly.
Okay, so how do we create a plan to unlock all this creativity?
Well, the video actually provides a framework
Yeah.
for creating a personalized plan.
Okay, love it.
It involves setting clear goals,
Okay.
scheduling time for creative activities,
Okay.
and seeking inspiration from the world around you.
So be intentional about it.
Yes, make creativity a priority.
I like that.
And to jumpstart this creative journey,
Yeah.
the video suggests embarking on a 30-day creativity challenge.
Okay, tell me more about that.
It's designed to help you jumpstart your creativity and develop a habit of innovation.
So like a creativity boot camp.
It is, but spread out over a month.
Okay.
So each day you'll be presented with a new prompt or activity
Okay.
that challenges you to think outside the box and explore those new creative territories.
Ooh, I like that. So what kind of prompts?
It could be anything, writing a poem, designing a logo, building a miniature model out of household items.
Okay, so lots of variety.
Lots of variety.
Okay.
And the beauty of it is it's totally customizable.
Right.
You can choose prompts that resonate with you
Yeah.
and adapt the activities to fit your skill level and available time.
So it's flexible.
It is.
Okay.
And the goal isn't necessarily to create masterpieces.
Right.
It's about the process,
The journey.
pushing yourself beyond your comfort zone
Okay.
and discovering the joy of creating something new.
Okay, I love that.
So before we move on to part 3,
Okay.
I want to leave you with a thought-provoking question.
Okay, hit me.
If you could dedicate 30 days to exploring your creativity,
Yeah.
what would be your dream project?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Right? It gets you thinking.
It does. What would I create if I had 30 days just to focus on that?
And that's what the video's all about.
Right.
Reminding us that we all have that creative potential within us.
Like a hidden superpower.
Exactly.
Just waiting to be unleashed.
Sometimes we just need a little reminder.
We do, and sometimes we need a little push.
That's
Like, what about those times when you just can't seem to get inspired?
It happens to all of us.
Yeah, the well runs dry.
The video talked about taking breaks, remember?
Oh, yeah. Stepping away.
Sometimes that's all it takes.
It's like hitting the reset button on your brain.
Exactly.
Give your mind a chance to wander, to make those unexpected connections.
And when you come back to your project, you often have a fresh perspective.
I know for me, if I'm stuck on a writing project, I'll go for a walk, or even just do something mindless like the dishes.
And then, boom, the solution appears.
It's like magic.
It's like your subconscious mind has been working on it in the background.
And if taking a break isn't enough,
Right.
the video also talked about seeking out new experiences.
Yes, that's another great way to spark creativity.
Okay, so what kind of experiences are we talking about?
Anything that exposes you to new things, new ideas, new perspectives,
So, like going to a museum,
that's a great one.
trying a new restaurant, traveling to a new place.
Even just having a conversation with someone you wouldn't normally talk to.
So it's about expanding our horizons.
Exactly. The more we experience, the more creative we become.
That makes sense.
And along those lines, the video also talked about setting realistic goals.
Oh, yeah, that's important.
It's easy to get overexcited and set these huge, unattainable goals.
And then we get discouraged when we don't achieve them right away.
Right, and that can lead to giving up altogether.
So break it down into smaller steps.
Exactly. Celebrate those small wins along the way.
And focus on the journey, not just the destination.
Ex-
Because the journey is where the creativity happens.
And don't forget, it's okay to make mistakes.
We're all human.
Mistakes are part of the process.
They're how we learn.
They help us grow and get better.
So embrace those imperfections.
Yes, they make our work unique.
All right, so let's recap some of those key takeaways from the video.
Sounds good.
We learned that creativity is a skill, not a talent, right?
That's right. It's something we can all develop.
With practice and persistence.
And a willingness to step outside of our comfort zones.
We also learned that curiosity is the fuel that drives creative growth.
So keep asking questions, keep exploring.
And remember that failure is not the enemy.
It's a valuable learning opportunity.
We also talked about how mindfulness and meditation can help clear the mind and create space for creativity.
And how our environment can impact our creative flow.
And don't forget those simple practices like journaling and doodling.
Those can make a big difference.
And of course, the importance of collaboration, sharing our ideas with others.
And getting feedback to help us grow.
So ultimately, creativity is not just about art or music.
It's a way of life.
It's a mindset that can enhance every aspect of our lives.
And as we wrap up this deep dive,
Yeah.
I want to leave you with one final question to ponder.
Okay, I'm ready.
How will you use these insights to unlock your own creative potential?
And how will you bring more creativity into your daily life?
It's a journey, and we're all in this together.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into creativity.
Until next time, keep those creative sparks flying.